Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I didn't expect to be recording this video right now because I just thought the game was gonna end. I mean, there can't be anything else, right? Like there can't be. Like, there's nothing left. It's over. See, it's over. Mission's done. Oh, God. I guess this is a symbolic victory lap? I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. But we'll see. Gotta turn my mic a little bit here. There we go. I'm not happy with how my mic has sounded the last 5 or 6 episodes. It's lower than I wanted. It's weird. It's like lower, but you can still you still hear me, obviously. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know how. It maybe has something to do with being in a different room. This is a very different room than the one I typically record in. A lot of it's tile and wood, and the room I'm in is a lot of carpet. But I don't know. I've made some changes for this episode, which it's ironic. This is probably the last one, so. So I guess the Queen already spoke to everyone. Yeah, that's what we saw in the cutscene. So now, they said there's something going on in the East Block, right? That's what I seem to remember. As, you know, from last night. When I recorded the previous episode. For the record, yesterday, I started at about 6 in the afternoon. I did not beat that final boss. I assume that's the final. I pray to God that's the final boss. Until about 3 in the morning. Oh. Okay, we finally made it to the rest area. You sure you don't want to look around more? Or are you finally ready to take a break? Oh, let's look around a little bit. So that's where, that bench, okay.
Ah, hello again. Please forgive my lack of decorum. Through my actions yesterday, I have caused His Grace much trouble.
On that subject, do you know where we might find Duke Dunan?
His Grace has sequestered himself to consider the claims made by the Queen. He is spending his days at the Herbe Royal Villa, isolated with his thoughts.
Oh, is he now? Then what brings you here, Philip?
I've been sent here on an errand. To buy donuts for His Grace, you see.
Oh, I see. I get the feeling he's not being completely honest about that. Yeah, he's pretty clearly here for his own donuts, or whatever floats his airship. Interesting. Hey, girl. I want to check. That's the arena, right? Yeah. So then. Let me in. Bastards. I want to find. Okay, let's go to the Bracer Guild. Let's see if we can find anyone there. The Queen is 60. Elnan. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. We don't have any new assignments today. You two may feel free to go on out and enjoy your date. Who's on a date? We are so not dating yet. Yet? At all. I meant at all. The Royal Army will be out in force during the festivities, but the other bracers should be around as well. Check the bars, shops, inns. I'm sure you'll find them. Poor Alnan. I mean, what is he even doing? Why can't he go enjoy the festivities? Like, what is there to do? Well, I bet Zin's at the bar. How right am I? Gosh, I am so smart. You did a remarkable job. Based on your performance, I'd say you two are already fine, full-fledged bracers. But don't forget, these are only the first steps of your career. Thank you, sir. So, Kurt, are you feeling any better? I'm fine, just fine. I remember just about everything, except the identity of the bastard who erased my memories. That's the only missing piece. Welcome back, brave heroes. Grant, you guys were amazing. Better than any other junior bracers I've met, that's for sure. Yay, us. We couldn't have done it without everyone's help, though. I mean, Dad ended up saving my butt in there, so I'm not exactly solo heroine material. You guys are something else. Guess this makes us partners. Here's to us. Hey, you two. Zin. So what's your next move? Back to the Republic? I'm in no rush. There doesn't seem to be any crisis in the Republic so bad that I absolutely have to be there for it. Besides, this country is full of fine opponents from your Bracer Guild. As long as I'm here, it would be a waste to leave without testing my mettle a bit more. Fine opponents? Who'd you have in mind? For starters, you've got a Gate, the so-called Heavy Blade, not to mention your Silver Streak Charizard. And who could forget the champions of this year's martial arts competition? Perhaps the strongest of them all. Oh, Zin, that's so sweet. But don't think that means I'll go any easier on you. And don't hold back on us. It's on, man. She doesn't speak for both of us. Feel free to hold back if you'd like. In fact, I might even prefer it. The martial arts tournament could be a good opportunity to hone my skills. And if Zin the Immovable made an appearance there? Why don't you try to get in next year, Gate? Maybe. It might be nice, but it's become such a circus, and I don't like doing tricks for a crowd. Well, whatever floats your boat. Let's go. Let's try and find Niall and Dorothy. Oh, that's the professor, isn't it? No, he's just using the same model, I think. Oh, here's the professor.
Ah, Jimmy. I'm much too old to be living on the lam.
Were you okay being left on your own with the Gate?
Absolutely fine. He was very courteous and mindful of my needs. He even made sure to plan our daily routes just not to wear me down too much. I haven't any complaints about a Gate at all.
Oh?
He's no Cassius, of course, but I'm still grateful to him.
Estelle, Joshua. Wow, Tita, you look happy. Grandpa promised me we could get ice cream. Oh, ice cream is good. You bet it is. I asked a Gate to come too, but he said he didn't want to. A Gate eating ice cream. I'd pay good money to see that. I bet he'd like it if he tried it, though. Aww. Yay, it's Estelle and Joshua. You know, Niall was telling me something interesting. He said this story's going to win the Pulitzer Prize. You don't mean the Shh! You want to get sued? The Pulitzer is an annual award presented to the very best examples of journalism, literature, and music. There's no higher honor for any reporter. Oh, well, good for you then, I guess. It's actually thanks to you, too. You're my whole story. Of course you are. Of course we are. Joshua, Estelle, great job. Your special Coop edition has been flying off the stands. There's a ton of buzz right now about your little stunt. Sorry I couldn't get you guys some fame from it. The guild made me withhold your names. Biggest scoop of my career, you guys. You did a real good job. The special edition covering Colonel Richard's coup d'etat has generated a whole lot of buzz. It's already outsold our Mayor Dalmore and Colonel Richard editions combined twice over. It was such a huge incident, everyone felt they had to write about it. We're totally swimming in mail. So now I gotta find Karna and Annalise, and maybe Julia. And Chloe. Although Chloe's probably at the castle. Same with Julia. Oh no. Estelle, Joshua, how goes it? Hi Julia, fancy meeting you here. The Archbishop was kind enough when I took asylum here. I wanted to thank him and keep him up to date on the Curse situation as well. Oh, okay, that makes sense. And I wanted to thank the both of you. You're the real reason we were able to save Her Majesty and the Princess. If you hadn't been there, well, at any rate, you have our sincerest gratitude. Don't thank us, it was a group effort. Give a little, get a little, you know? Besides, we want to rescue Her Majesty just as much as you did, so it's a win-win. Her Majesty's safe and everyone's happy. I suppose that's true, but thank you nonetheless. Where could Karna be? She's back in the weapon shop. Why do I feel like maybe she is? Just for who we're missing? Oh, we're missing Karna and Chloe, but Chloe's definitely at the castle. Oh no. Why? I'm kind of surprised. It's kind of weird. I feel like Grancel, unfortunately, I feel like it kind of, like, it, I don't want to say it got pushed aside so much. Hey, Mayor. I was planning on going home early, but I guess that didn't happen. Well, you've had a lot to discuss, I'm sure. Indeed, Headmaster Collins has actually suggested that we start a committee for royal ascendancy. There was a lot of mess with the coup, and the damage to public image is quite big. We're going to have to start working more in concert with the other countries. It sounds to me like you're in for some busy times. All the more reason to kick back and relax tonight, no? I believe a walk in the cathedral, and for some prayers in order. Actually, come to think of it, the first time I met you, you were skipping church. All the more reason to go now. Though I'm sure Idios can forgive me for that little infraction like that, right? With conferences day in and day out, I imagine Her Highness must be a very busy woman. If Her Highness really wants to relax, she needs to get as far away as she can. I hear Bose is quite nice this time of year. Some twisted people. Some twisted people would want to overthrow. I mean, Queen Alicia didn't really ever seem like she did anything to warrant wanting to be overthrown, outside of the fact that Duke Dunan was a pompous ass, and Richard was borderline psychotic. What's going on at the castle? We're allowed in just straight up. We're waltzing in the castle foyer. Ah, this is the banquet hall. Gotcha.
Oh, hello. It's been a while.
General Morgan? It's been a long time.
I heard you saved my granddaughter out at the Herba Royal Villa.
The villa? Oh yeah, Rianne. We only did what was needed. It's the life of a bracer.
Oh, stop with the humbleness already. You're much too young for that. In the end, you saved not just the villa, but Her Majesty, and indeed the kingdom itself. This time I'm going to properly thank you.
General.
You two did well. Very well.
I gotta say, I've heard much more heartfelt thank yous than that, but not from you, General, so, thanks for that.
The town square must be alight with activity right now, but I have some important matters to discuss at the moment. You two go and enjoy the festivities without me, if you would.
It pains me to request that you return to service after closing that chapter of your life, Cassius. But gentle though you may be, I know that you have an iron will, and I know that you will do what you must. My sincerest apologies to you, but I ask if you could lend me your father's strength for a time. You know, things are kind of wrong, aren't they? Chloe, where are you at, girl? So Amenthea's in hiding. I don't like that. I want her dead. It's weird, man. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's just this feeling. I don't know what the feeling is, because I'll be totally honest with you guys. In playing through this game, I don't think this is exactly a phenomenal game. I think it's pretty good. I think, you know, I think it's definitely like 7.5, 8 out of 8 out of 10 material, which is not bad. But I've got this weird feeling now that it's seemingly coming to an end. And I almost don't know how to describe. It's like the game itself was 8 out of 10. But the characters were 10. I don't want to leave the characters. That's what it is. The characters were 10 out of 10. Oh, maybe the hotel? I didn't even think to look in the hotel. Oh. Well, there's a few people.
Oh, nice to see you. It's been a long time. Jill and Hans have come to the capital as school representatives.
Estelle, Joshua. Jill? Long time no see. I heard about your adventures from Chloe. Sounds like you guys have been busy. Ruby Knight Julius indeed. Huh. Hey, Joshua. Hans, what brings you here? What brings me here? What brings me here? All this time, and that's the first question you ask me? How do you know about... Do you know about all the lonely nights? How all the lonely nights have been? Do you? I never forget you, Joshua. I came running all this way to see you, but where's the princess outfit? Still the same as ever, I see. Damn straight. Looks like you've been through a lot. But you seem full of energy as... Oh, God. I'm sneezing as ever, thankfully. Next time you're in Ruan, make sure you stop by the school, okay? Estelle, Joshua. Oh, Chloe, there you are. Yeah, I'd heard that Jill and Hans were here, so I sneaked out of the castle and came to see them. You sure know how to act unprincessy. But of course, and I wanted to thank you too. You've been nothing but helpful at every turn. Us? Nah, it's totally you. We learned a whole bunch from being around you. You've taught us all about kindness and courtesy and strength and spirit and all that other junk. Not that it's actually junk. I'm so bad at this. What I'm trying to say is that's what friends do, so believe me, no thanks are necessary. Estelle, I'm glad to see you again. It's what I mean about, I don't know how much I'm gonna miss the game. In terms of fighting and yeah, but I'm gonna miss the characters a lot. I do think it was a good game. Like I said, 8 out of 10 isn't bad. I think I think I think some things were too simplified. Like the game is not overly difficult. It's not. It's not a super difficult game. Poor people that are working right now. There was a very strange, obviously, I mean, you saw it happening right before us. I mean, I think I'm a pretty okay level. Like, I rarely just ran from fights. I would typically, after I'd done a certain amount, I'd start running. But I very rarely, I didn't run from every fight. I think I was a pretty good level for the final boss fight. And you saw how unbelievably difficult that was. I mean, even just to deal damage to him. The game hit this massive cliff where it just fell off. And just became so much harder. I don't know how much time I want to spend looking for people, but like Oliver's got to be somewhere. Like I don't know where these people are. I don't know where else I could go, really, except for maybe the Fisherman's Guild. It's also entirely possible that I'm just missing people. In fact, it's almost likely. That's the Armed Guards. In fact, not the Fisherman's Guild. I don't know, man. I don't know. What is this? A big fancy house? Just a big house. Oh.
The world is going by too fast for me nowadays. I just want to slow it all down and fish at the Valeria shore. The best fishing gear is that which represents engineering efficiency and elegance. The sort of gear I'd want to own even if I never fished at all, just for its sheer beauty.
I am like determined to find Karna. He took our fishing from us. Also, he tried to overthrow the throne. I guess there's that too, yeah. It's funny. I bet a gate kind of looks at Tita like a little sister now, which I find adorable. I love it. Poor dude, it's the festival and he's still running all over the place. I don't know where Karna or Oliver or Shara is. Maybe they left. Maybe they're not around. I don't know. But I think we're gonna go to the rest spot now. That's past it. Wait, is it here? Right? That's... I just looked at it and went into the... Oh, well, guys, I found them. Annalise. Hey, why so serious? It's just that this is the first time I've had a chance to work with you like this. You two really do a nice job covering one another, if you know what I mean. Well, we're around each other all the time. We've gotten pretty used to each other's styles, I guess. Hey, anybody home there? Read between the lines, you doofus. Guess I gotta come out and say it. Well, don't be embarrassed. It's plain to see with the way you look at each other. I'm jealous. I mean, I'd kill for a cute boyfriend like him. Something wrong, ladies? Oh my god. I usually don't shop in places like this. Charizard and Annalise wouldn't stop going on and on about it, though, so I had to check it out. Well, hello there. What you doing, Shara? Shopping with colleagues. Been long overdue for a nice shopping trip, after all. I don't get much of a chance these days. I remember you used to take us all the shopping all the time. It was fun. That's right, when your dad was gone, the three of us used to go out all the time. You know, once we get back to Roland, what do you say we do a little shopping together for old time's sake? I could buy you an outfit as a congratulatory gift. Really? I'd love to. It's a date, then. Just not with Joshua. No Joshua allowed. Anti-Joshua. Get him out of there. I am gonna... Okay, so now literally the only person I haven't found is Oliver. Where is Oliver? I'm going to look him up. He's at the bar! What the hell? I was in the bar! And I probably stared right at him! Damn it! He's not here at all! What the hell? It's in Grancel Castle. This is baloney. Although I guess it makes sense he would be there since he didn't get to go there before, since Mueller had something to say about that. Oliver, you bastard. You're literally the one person I'm looking for. And I was in the castle too, but where's the bar? It's a good question. Oh no, it's probably where Richard took us, right? I wonder if Colonel Richard's ever going to be let out of prison. He shouldn't be, in my opinion. Oliver! Estelle, Joshua, I heard from Cassius that you'd become full-fledged bracers. Well done, well done. Congratulations, my dear little pussycats. Could you just, We'll just go with thanks. Oliver, what brings you here? I'd heard you were invited to tonight's celebratory banquet, but, well, I didn't think you'd be here already. Yeah, seriously. What's a guy who loves parties doing drinking alone in a quiet place like this? Better be careful or some people might start thinking you're an imposter. The news of you two becoming full-fledged bracers filled my heart almost to bursting. So much so that I saw no recourse but to hold an impromptu concert in front of the Grand Arena. Ah, but if only you witnessed the unbridled excitement I inspired in my legion of fans. Right. Makes me think of the performance at the Hocking Gate. Indeed, in such a public explosion of passion left me drained, so I wandered here for a quiet place to drink and brood. Ah, me in restless dreams, walking alone, sharing the drink they call loneliness. Before you sits the beauty and the beast that is man. I can't make those words fit together in anything resembling sense. So, you apparently have something you need to talk about with him, don't you? I do. You do. As a matter of fact, it seemed to me as though Dad already knew who you were. Inconceivable, my pretty kitty. Surely a man like him and a man such as I have little need to spread our wings and fly. Yeah, he definitely knows something. He's acting weird even for him. Definitely. There's more to this story for sure. Interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the rest spot now. Just spent like 20 minutes, probably more than that, running around trying to find people. Cool, that I kind of like moments like this at the end of games, or in games in general. It adds some personality, it adds some, you know, it's... especially at the end of the game like this. Bench. You want to sit down and take a break for a bit? Yep. Walking all over the place can really take it out of you. Glad we can get off our feet for a minute then. For the moment at least, Grancel seems like it's genuinely at peace. You really think so? I'm just glad that we can leave it all up to Dad and everyone else, at least for today. Of course, I really think it should be his responsibility to begin with since he showed up so late. Yeah, I suppose so. It's just part of his nature. Oh well, it's not like we can do anything about it. But check us out. We're actually full-fledged bracers now. Which means we're not beholden to any specific branch and can go wherever we want. Anytime a branch is short-handed and requests help, we'll just take an airliner to get there. But our newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities. Sure, but I think we can handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. I mean, it means I'll never have to hear Dad go on about how he worries when you're not around to keep an eye on me. Yeah, I think his days of saying that are at an end. You really showed him what you can do. Still, I think I'd like to stay with you from now on. Huh? Oh, would I just get on your nerves? No, it's nothing like that. But what do you mean, stay with me? Just that we know each other so well, and we can practically read each other's minds. I think we'd make a good team, and I'd hate to break it up. Oh, you mean like for bracer business? And here I was thinking you were going to tell me your big confession or something. What? Nothing. Forget I said anything. Estelle, what was that all? Boy, it sure is hot today, huh? There's nothing to beat a hot weather like ice cream, huh? I'll even treat. So wait, so you wait right there. I don't think there's an ice cream stand over that way. I wonder if she... there's no way. Alba. Professor Alba. It's been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened recently, but things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive the most in peaceful times. Oh, something matter? You look a bit pale. I would have thought you'd be generally in better spirits, now that you've attained senior bracer status. Speaking of which, I truly must congratulate you on your success. As long, of course, I'm not being too forward in doing so. Ever since we first met, you always made me really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you now, but I still get the shakes a little bit whenever you look at me. Oh? And in all cases we've dealt with, they're from people who just forget things. You're always there, investigating, no matter where you've gone. Your timing's almost a little too good. What really clued me in was Kurt's reaction. He lost his memories too. He said he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands, and you were right there with him. Professor Alba? Was it you? Haha, impressive. Even with your cognizance and recollection being puppeteered, you were still able to piece it together. Indeed, it was I. Allow me to clear away your confession. Shh, that's bad. Oh. You're... So you finally remember me, do you? When your heart was in tatters, it was I who rebuilt it. I who restored it. It was I who poured a soul back into that empty vessel. You have the power to twist the minds and memories of men. The 7 snake apostles. Agwis, you're one of them. Wiseman the Faceless. I've not heard that name pass your lips in ages. Enforcer, number 13, the Black Fang, Joshua Stray. You were behind all of this, which means that Lieutenant Lawrence has to be. It is as you surmise. I was kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm surprised you were able to make the connection so quickly. I'm sure he'd be pleased to know that you were thinking of him. So, you're here to finish me off. No, nothing of the sort. The first phase of our plan went off without a hitch. Since I've a moment to spare, I simply thought I'd come to see you. First phase. The seal in the old ruins. The gate which blocks the path to the ring. Wrenching it open was but the first step of many. And already, there exists no means of closing it again. I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the hell is the Shining Ring? And what is your little society after? If you really wish to know, why don't you rejoin? I'm certain that you'd be able to return to active duty in no time. You needn't look so glum. We can get you back into fighting form. Please spare me your withering looks. I do understand that you have a family now, whom you regard as important. I greatly admire your father, to say nothing of the girl you so adore. Even with him on our side, throwing those gifts away would be the actions of an idiot. And so I've come here to see you. I can offer you true freedom from our association, as thanks for the integral role you so perfectly played, which means I must congratulate you, Joshua. You are already a free man. I am most grateful for the work that you've done over the past 5 years. What? Oh, don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you hearing such news. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions. I've been helping you? What kind of bullshit are you expecting me to swallow? Oh, pardon me, I completely forgot to tell you. I never intended for you to be an assassin, but rather a spy. What? The society abandoned you. We played on the pities of a noble-hearted man, and it worked. You were given a loving home. And while you were there, our contacts would check in on you from time to time, and you'd tell them everything. We were particularly interested in your reports on the movements of the Bracer Guild, as well as your intel on one Cassius Bright. But of course you wouldn't remember having done such things as that. You were not yourself at the time. Cassius Bright, S-Race Bracer. He was the foremost impediment of the success to this plan. We felt certain he would be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that should occur. But through a detailed analysis of his behavioral patterns, we finally devised a plan that would lead him out of the country, and out of our way. The intel you've unknowingly been feeding us has been most useful indeed. No. And so I must thank you again. The past 5 years have been inestimable help. No! You're lying. You have to be lying! All that time I spent with Estelle. Why are you so sad? Has your feigned ignorance not earned you a beloved family as well as a happy home? If you say nothing, they will never know. However, it is the sort of thing that might weigh heavily on a fellow, since your fellow members of the Bright household are such good people, perhaps too good for a monster such as yourself. However much you may model your behavior after a normal, decent person, you are no such thing. You must surely have noticed your ability to reason through and execute a solution to a problem, no matter the circumstances. Your physical strength and reflexes better than an entire squadron of normal soldiers. You are my greatest creation, my human weapon. That is who and what you truly are, the Black Fang. You have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. When it becomes too much for you are always welcome to return to the Grandmaster Society of Souls, back to Ouroboros. Is this my punishment? My sister in law? What did I do? I don't know how to face my pull-up, but I've kept him waiting way too long. It's getting late, too. I'm such an idiot. I need to learn to think before I open my mouth. I wonder if Joshua's figured me out. Gotta cool down. I feel like I'm in perma blush mode. Ah, Estelle, I thought I might find you somewhere. Hi, Professor Alba. Fancy seeing you here. Ah, indeed. I was actually just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion to senior bracer status. Thanks. Is something wrong? I don't know, something just seems different about you. What's got you looking so cheerful? Okay, you've got me. To tell you the truth, I've made several major advances in my archaeological research. You might say that's put me in a good mood. Hey, that's awesome. Oh, sorry. Ice cream's going to melt, so I better get going. I'll see you later. I see, Cassius Bright's daughter. I think she's going to be quite a lot of fun. Hey, sorry it took so long. It was super crowded there, but I returned with our valuable loot. Cool, thanks. Now we can eat like kings. Yeah. So, about earlier. Yeah, I want to apologize for that. I didn't mean to be so vague. It just wasn't an appropriate time for confessions, you know? Oh, sure. I didn't really mind it so much. Well, when I gave it some more thought, it seemed kind of silly to try and rush things. We may be senior bracers now, but that just means we have different work to focus on. We would have to really consider our future prospects. Right. If we get married, we'll have to think about raising children. Ah, I gotta stop getting so far ahead of myself. Well, it's evening already. Why don't we eat our ice cream on the way back? Everyone's probably waiting for us. Hey, Joshua? What is it? Did you have something you wanted to discuss about the future? What would give you that idea? Come on, let's get back to the castle. So you're just gonna leave it off that? You're not gonna bring that up again about how Joshua's apparently like a super weapon? We're gonna bury that lead? What's wrong, Estelle? You've been completely on edge for a while now. Something on your mind? Yeah. Hey, Shara, do you think that Joshua was acting weird at dinner? If anyone was acting weird, I'd say it was you. He was calm as he ever is. Well, yeah, but... Uh-huh. I see, I get it. Get what? You can't keep secrets from me. I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. You're kind of falling for Joshua, aren't you? You can tell? It's pretty obvious. Sorry, hon. But I'm guessing that you haven't told him about this. No. Joshua's always picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. Not that I should be criticizing anyone, I guess. You're so naive. So I just wonder how you lasted this long. You need to learn to look a little deeper. Big sister is ready to begin your education on love, Estelle. I'm never asking you for advice again. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tease. But you guys set out on just when puberty was about to hit. It's only logical that you'd start picking up feelings for each other. You think so? Driving together just seems like a petty reason for that kind of thing. I guess I've gotten a little more self-aware since we started all this. This isn't like me at all. You're the proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. Every girl feels that way. Shara, I don't want to lecture you or talk about this with you if you're not ready. But if you are, then what do you say we have ourselves some girl talk, Would it help if I told you your fortune? Yeah, okay. But I promise I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Okay, alright, then time for your lesson, my protege. I was told big sister is moved to tears. On second thought, never mind. But thank you. I do feel better. I'm gonna go see Joshua for a little bit. Oh? You're going to tell him? Not about that. There really does seem to be something weird going on with him. I want to see what that's about first. Aw. Well, you do seem to know him better than anyone else. I'm sure that everything will turn out just fine between you two. Maybe you can even just have a nice, calm discussion with him and be open about his mind. I don't think I'm quite that ready yet. Okay, see you later. Young love. They'll probably be fine. Huh? They're not here. Oh yeah, Dad's still in some meeting, I think, but where's Joshua? Joshua? He's out playing somewhere then. He's on the roof. We know where he is. Come on now. Hey, Estelle. Nice night, isn't it? Yeah, there's that song again, The Whereabouts of Light. I've lost a lot. This song and this harmonica has always been with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Maybe it's a habit I should quit. I think I want to tell you what I was doing before I met you. Joshua, okay. This might take a while. Do you mind? Not at all. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Thank you. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was the timid sort, relying on the kindness of others without a single redeeming trait. But he had people who cared about it, so he was happy. But one day something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, even to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. No matter how hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend, and he grew weaker by the day. One day a wandering magician appeared before the boy. I will heal the boy's heart for you, he said, provided, of course, I am compensated. And so the boy was given into the magician's care. As he attempted to piece the broken heart back together, the magician found that he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished, and so the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers. He slit the throat of a national cabinet minister who was under heavily armed guard. Sometimes he used explosives, which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang, and the name struck fear into the hearts of men. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, a man who had protected his queen and nation from the threat of an invading northern country. He was a bracer who had a special rank, shared by only three other bracers in the other land. But the target was too strong. He defeated the boy with all the ease of a tiger swatting at a playful cub. At that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up. Since the boy's face had been seen, he was now a loose end to be tied up. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man he had come to kill, and so the boy was taken to the man's house, where he met a young girl. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he would have never been allowed to have such dreams. But all dreams must end at some point. Time was drawing near when reality could no longer be avoided. And that's the end of my story. Thanks for being patient. Was that all real? Every syllable. My heart is broken. My hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've been betraying you for a long time. The boy can't be saved from his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey, in hopes that he may keep his misfortunes from the ones he holds dear. He will find and stop the foul magician who created the life he led. What? That's the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore, but I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to thank you for the last 5 years, yet I can't think of anything better. Stop it. What? I said stop it. Stop talking about it like it was a dream. You make it sound like nothing's happened was even real to you. What difference does the past make? Your heart is broken? What does that even mean? Estelle. Look at me. Look into my eyes. They've always seen that boy, in good times and bads, no matter how much the boy was hurting. I always saw how hard he'd keep holding on. Joshua, I love you. You can't leave me on my own. My feelings won't just go away when you do. I won't let you. Estelle. Huh? Oh, they kissing. What was that? It's so bitter. It's just a fast-acting sedative. Don't worry, there are no side effects. What? Oh. Why? Why did you... My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you was the happiest and most painful I've ever known. Just as the brightest light casts the darkest shadows, if you stayed with me, you'd find out how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes, I think it would have been better if we never met. No. But this time is different. I'm grateful that you came to see me. I hate that I have to run from a girl who's so important to me, but it's all I can do. But I want you to know that I'll always be thinking of you. Joshua, thank you for everything. You had me from the first moment I met you. I've always loved you. Goodbye, Estelle. That, what? 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 What the? What? What? Are you fucking kidding me? What? Why? Oh my god. I know, I'm upsetting the dog. She's like, what the hell are you doing? I don't know. I mean, look. It's a good game. That is a bullshit ending. And my dog just shook her head. She agrees. Look, it's a good game. It is. It's a good game. It's a little simplistic in its design, but the characters are good. I've seen far worse stories. The way the characters kind of kept coming and going was pretty interesting. I don't know. It just... First chapter. There's got to be another game. At least one more. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good game. It was, I played. This was a blind Let's Play. I had a few very minor things spoiled for me. When I was trying to do research to better prepare myself for making some of these episodes. It was nothing massive. I think the biggest thing that was spoiled for me was it was actually after I watched the cutscene where Chloe's running with Julia. I had it spoiled that she was the princess, and I figured it out at that point. Why would she be with the lieutenant of the Royal Guard? Why would she be giving her life for her? It was pretty. It was kind of. I think it would have been kind of obvious at that point, even without me learning about it. But I don't know if I'll play the second game, and if I do, it's going to be in a very different sense. If I play the second game, I'm not voice acting every line. This Let's Play though I enjoyed playing the game, I enjoyed the story, would take so much out of me whenever I played it. Just reading that much dialogue, constantly switching voices, remembering voices, even though I wasn't that good at remembering voices. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if it's a game I'd play through again, because I feel like it's better off just on its own playing through it once. Took us 43 hours, which may or may not be right because I would leave it on. Let's save 2 of them just for... I would leave it on. I don't know why I'm watching this. Oh, that's a trailer for the second game. Oh. You bastards. Oh my god. Well, all in all, I had fun. And I hope you did too. That's where I'm going to end this episode. I will see you in the next Let's Play.